Yo, what's up? I am KallaTheYapper, and I'm back with another reaction. I'm going to be reacting to the version 6.2 Lunar 3 special program. I know it came out earlier. Apparently, my notification wasn't on. No, it was set to all. Never mind. So it was on. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to react to this. Give me a second. Gotta get myself a little proper. Alright. I don't know what to expect from this special program, so hopefully it's something really good. I'm really hoping for that. Now let's begin.
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest.
Let's rewind all that and put these subtitles on. You feel me? All right.
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Tibet.
I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home.
If Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Interesting. So we're having a festival to celebrate the moon. Okay. This almost comes off as a limited time event rather than a main story act.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories.
Yehoda is on site to ensure that everything goes off without a hitch.
Time to get moving!
Our 4-star girl, Yehoda. Love it. Now I am interested to know what she does. So let's continue. Plus, Yehoda is freaking hot.
You're my target!
Oh, that's interesting. She ran with it?
Finders keepers!
Now my question is she going to be able to perform any lunar reactions? Because something I've noticed is that all the 4-star characters from Nagrai, that being Aino and Yehoda, in particular Aino doesn't perform lunar reactions. She helps with lunar reactions, but she herself cannot initiate a lunar reaction. And I think that has to do with the fact that 1, she wasn't Electro, and 2, she wasn't a 5-star. So possibly that's the reason, but I hope that I hope 4-star characters can perform lunar reactions and not just the 5 stars. Let's continue.
Moon prayer night is come.
Come on, Columbina. It's time to celebrate the best moon prayer night ever.
Happy moon prayer night.
Here go a dark twist.
I have a message to deliver on Master Rhindaughter's behalf.
Oh snap.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
It is where the seeds of the story lie. Child of M.
Wait. But Rhindaughter, there's no way Rhindaughter is dead. We saw her. We saw her in the other trailers. She's not dead. Why are they saying that she's dead? Unless she never told her because Albedo knows that that Rhindaughter devoured one of the shades and essentially fused with them. So why are they saying that she's dead?
My mother's dying wish was a...
Oh, wait. I think the mother in this is referring to the witch known as M, the one who wrote storybooks, I believe.
book?
It is where the seeds of the story lie. Child of M. Prove yourself to me.
Aunt Rhindaughter, I'll show you what I can do.
I will say this. I saw people bitching about his gliding thing that he does. Saying something, it was like, oh, it looked like the wing glider or some crap. Like the usual complaining for the sake of complaining type shit when it comes down to Genshin characters. Because at this point, people are just complaining about Genshin characters for the sake of it now. It's no longer valid at this point. It's just like, oh, any character that comes out in Genshin is something to complain about. It don't even matter if it's freaking their gameplay or their meta. At this point, it just, oh, I'm going to bitch about the character because I want to bitch about it. But his gameplay just looks cool. I love it.
Thunder! The abyss is burning! Shadow!
I do plan to pull for him in version 6.2.
Leave it to me! K! You lie!
His animations look good.
This
Yes, we're finally going back here. We're finally going back to the doorway that leads to Conria. Oh my, this is jam packed. This is jam packed. This is jam packed. I am so excited. Bro, this is why Genshin succeeds where Wuthering Waves fails at this. Wuthering Waves does not allow for like this whole filler patch stuff where there's no main story content pushing forward the story, but they start doing their world building and lore dumping through their filler patches, air quotes, right? Genshin has done that for like 4 years, going on 5 years. Now with Nodcry, they're grabbing all those moments that we've had, all these years, and they're now dragging it here to be like, boom, we're gonna start focusing on these things, these threads that, of course, we have left unanswered for years now because it wasn't the time and place to answer them. Now it is time to answer these things, and I am so glad we're going back here, and we're going back here with Mona of all people. This is crazy.
This is the gate to the ancient kingdom of Conria.
The limits and laws of this world are changing due to some unknown factor.
Abyssal activity
They're mentioning, oh my god, they're mentioning it all.
has been encroaching closer.
They're mentioning it all. All these things are from World Quest and from Limited Time Event Quest. This is crazy. This is an amalgamation of quote unquote filler patch information that people have missed out on, or because they didn't play the game around this time, or they left the game around these times. This is great. This is really great.
Changing due to some unknown factor.
Abyssal activity has been encroaching closer and closer to Mondstadt. It is the Animal Archon's duty to intervene in times of need. As such, I, Barbados, will bring forth a wind strong enough to disperse whatever storm lies ahead.
That's the buff they
I look
did.
forward to what questions you'll bring me upon our next meeting.
We must hunt enemies to purify the forest.
These are the buffs that you're seeing. The buffs to the animation and the execution of it, the and I'm pretty sure buffs to like the character models as well. So this is what this is.
I bet this is where we find the turtles!
If I fail,
I know they're going to mention the whole characters who have ties, direct ties to the Hexen Circle in some way, shape, or form will be buffed as like a team buff type thing. I know that's a thing. I know them because of leaks.
the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
We have used every last resource at our disposal. All that remains is to wait, patiently and quietly.
I can already feel the moon calling to me.
I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal. It was some sort of flying ship.
When
Oh my
a new
God.
moon goddess is born, we will surely know her name.
The spaceship is back. But why?
When a new moon goddess is born, we will surely know her name.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information.
Yes.
You need to defy one of the fundamental rules of this world. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is
My, oh my, oh my, oh my, Alice. I'm gonna say this right now. If y'all watch my reaction to the Nigerian Perspectives video about NPC character designs a while back, probably a couple weeks back, he mentioned how he became uninterested with the fact that certain characters who are lore important characters like Alice didn't have character models. Mind you, he posted that video right when version 6 was already out for Nodcry, and we already saw what Alice would look like. And now this is her NPC model in the game. This is an example of Genshin Impact doing objectively a good thing, because they could have legitly just gave Alice this bland looking NPC and gave it some little flair to it and be like, oh, this is a standout NPC because, oh, you can tell she's supposed to be Klee's mom, this, that, and the third, right? But they didn't. Instead, they put their foot in it and actually gave her a character design, which more than likely will lead to her becoming a playable character because she has a vision on her body. I think that's the thing that stands out, that tells us that, yeah, she will be playable because she has a vision on her body. Unlike Senora and the Captain, both of them didn't have visions. They just used elemental power, and usually they don't release characters like that. The only character that's like that is Nouvelette, right? He's like the exception to the rule. I don't think we've ever seen another character like that. But anyway, you get the point.
unlikely to work anymore.
Columbina, are you here?
You might say that we stand at the crossroads
Here you go, Nicole.
of fate.
Don't tell me they about to do the whole dream bubble analogy, because that's what this looks like. She's sleeping upon a dream bubble.
Hello, travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version Luna 3 special program, Song of the Welkin Moon Interlude.
I'm glad to see these people back. Anyway, let me, or in particular, Venti's voice actor, because I ain't gonna lie, they was doing Venti's voice actor dirty during the whole voice actor strike thing. She was getting done dirty. I'm gonna speed this up because I don't plan to be here too long.
A Nocturne of the Far North. I'm Erica Harlicker Stone, the voice of Isarat, the ruler of time, and Venti, our good old Animo Archon. And I have some awesome co-hosts with me today.
Hey guys, I'm Sonia Kruger, the voice of Yehoda from the Curatorium of Secrets, and shout out to all my Yehoda's witnesses.
Hey everyone, I'm Laurie Kinniston, the voice of Durin. I am very happy to be here today. I'm very excited for you guys to see what's coming up.
Oh, yoo-hoo, dearies. I'm Rachel Kimsey, the voice of Alice, coming to you not from a lamp, but from a chair, with the hat and bringing some magic.
Welcome! Oh my gosh,
Hi.
I'm so excited we're all here. Now, in version Luna 2, the Traveler and their Nodcry companions joined forces to take down the Rahir of Solnari. So it seems like all is well in Nodcry, at least for now.
Plus, the Traveller and the Damselette managed to protect the Moon Marrow, so that is another major crisis averted. Now that things have settled, I wonder if the Damselette can finally fulfill her wish and return to the moon.
Yeah, I mean, the moon is her home after all. Oh, I bet she really misses it, being gone for so long.
Well, in the upcoming version, she'll have that chance. Her return is set for when Kuvaki is at its peak on Moon Prayer Night, which also means travelers will get to go to their first festival in Nodcry. Awesome, right?
Wow! Nashua Town looks all decked out with all the different stalls and decorations.
Watch niggas doom posts about this update being like, oh, this is a filler update. Saint Tonta's gonna be like, oh, the Genshin devs gave up. Oh, Hoyoverse gave up. Oh, worst Genshin version 6.2 is a disaster. Blah, 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 blah. You gonna see all that type of shit. I'm gonna say this right now. It's gonna be so freaking corny to see all that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Feel so festive. Oh, and it looks like a lot of familiar faces will be there to celebrate.
That's right! Our companions have banded together once again to make the Damselette's last night in Nodcry one she'll never forget. And of course, travelers are in for a treat too. There are tons of festivities to check out. There's even a special souvenir stamp book to make the occasion extra memorable.
Wait, I think I just saw Dodeko and Simulanka's origami decorations. Plus, there's this crystal ball. Is the Hexen Circle joining in on the celebration too?
Of course! With Tevat's primordial powers, the three moons, reappearing in Nodcry, the mages were bound to take notice. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Oh, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
Oh, Alice.
Oh man, that's why Alice is freaking gorgeous. My nigga, whoever knocked up Alice, that man has my respect.
It's really her!
I can't believe it.
It's me! Oh, wow. This must be one special festival then. But I wonder, for an important mage
Look
like
at that
Alice to make an
animation.
appearance, she must be here for more than the festivities, right?
Her animation is so smooth.
Alice is bringing...
Do y'all see how smooth her animation is? And mind you, that's not an animated cutscene that's showing right now. That's a dialogue cutscene. And she just smooth walking. Do y'all see how smooth that looks? Oh my gosh. Let's go back to that. Check it out.
Then.
Check it.
But I wonder, for an important mage like Alice to make an appearance, she must be here
Look
for
how
more than the
smooth that
festivities,
is.
right?
True. Alice is bringing two important pieces of intel with her. The first is related to one of her responsibilities in the Hexen Circle, maintaining the stability of the world's border. And of course, as the devs mentioned before, Nodcry itself lies at the edge of Tevat. With the occurrence of a phenomenon known as the trilunar syzygy, the border has become less stable. So Alice has made her way to Nodcry.
Ooh. The border has to be the firmament, right? I remember a conversation I was having with Tripwire a couple patches back before we came to Nodcry, where we were discussing about how big or how much does the border that surrounds Tevat, aka the firmament, covers the Tevat. Does it cover the continent or does it cover the entire planet? And from the framing of this sentence about the border and how it's Nodcry is on the edge of it, that doesn't sound like it's surrounding the planet. It sounds like it's only surrounding the continent, which then goes into a theory that Ashokai made a couple years back about the world structure theory, about how the world of Genshin Impact, or rather the landmass that is Tevat, may be a chunk of land that was bubbled, surrounded by a firmament by the primordial one, and they kind of sunk it underwater, while the rest of the planet that Teyvat is on may be damaged or destroyed because of XYZ factor. I think her theory may be holding true, but we just got to know, what does it look like outside of the firmament? Granted, we kind of seen it with Skirk, but that was more so towards outer space rather than what the planet surface looked like, because Teyvat's planet surface, it looked like it was crimson red. But who knows? That could have been just the firmament, the look of the firmament, or it could have been what it actually looks like.
Okay, that explains it.
Plus, with the border being disturbed and the rising Kuvaki due to Moon Prayer Night, strange happenings have been seen throughout Nodcry, and the situation is getting worse.
That's right. Things like phantoms appearing and disappearing without a trace. Oh, and a spacecraft was even spotted near the coast.
What?
Wait, is that the wreckage from the Traveler's spaceship? I've explored around here before, but I've never seen it.
That is why the border is so important. It blocks out a large amount of abyssal power from entering Teyvat. But if something goes wrong and it becomes less stable, well...
The Abyss can start playing its tricks again.
Exactly, which is why the Traveler, Durin, and Wanderer have joined forces to get to the bottom of these strange...
Does this nigga Albedo's character design, his face, look different? Something about it looks different to me. Maybe I'm tripping.
Events.
Yep. They might even discover a few secrets about these phantoms along the way.
Oh, wait. What about Alice's second piece of intel?
Well, that has to do with the arrival of an unexpected...
So gorgeous. No one can sit here and argue at all after 2 years from Natlan to now that Genshin Impact's character designs have fallen off and their graphics haven't gotten better. Like, look at this. Look how detailed this character looks. And she's not even a playable character yet.
Unexpected friend. Another mage of the Hexen Circle has
She got
made her
elf
way...
ears. She got elf ears. You saw that? She got sharp elf ears. It looks something similar to what Nouvellette got going on.
That has to do with the arrival of an unexpected friend.
Look at her ears. That's the same thing Nouvellette got going on. Is she a dragon?
Another mage of the Hexen Circle has made her way to Nodcry. Nicole, codename N.
N. Oh, I remember her.
And they also use code names as well, similar to how the dragons use code names when they would address each other in their high council. Ooh.
She's the one who told the Traveler about the prophecy during the Fontaine Archon quest. Oh, she definitely has that classic Hexen Circle mystique to her, but she's a bit more forthcoming with information, at least.
And it looks like she communicates without speaking.
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters.
Oh yeah, her words just kinda pop into your head somehow.
That's right.
So she can't speak with her voice, so she has to speak with her mind. That's an interesting character trait. Makes the character interesting.
And much like the other mages, Nicole has her fair share of secrets, so there's a lot for travelers to uncover.
I can't believe we're getting 2 mages in Nodcry at the same time. I feel like that means something major is on the horizon in the new version.
Well, that's all we can reveal for now. Be sure to check out the upcoming Archon quest to learn more. Oh, and don't forget, you can earn 500 Primo Gems by completing the Archon quest by a certain date.
500 Primo
All
Gems?
right. I think it's about time for our first break. Take a look at the first redemption code, travelers.
Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Woo.
You see the redemption code. You see it. If you need to pause on your own time. We're skipping this. We're getting right back into it. Trying to get as much as done possible.
Welcome back, travelers.
Woohoo!
Hi! Look where we are! It's like we've stepped into a fairy tale.
Oh. And speaking of, I'm sure everyone remembers Simulanka, right?
Yep.
The fairy tale
Absolutely.
world created by M, where we first met Mini Durin back when he wasn't so mini.
I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed the Simulanka event. I wish it was permanent.
Oh, yeah. And then he received his friend's blessings, transformed into an adorable little dragon, and even ventured into the world beyond the storybook. I remember his fate in Simulanka was tied to the evil Durin on Dragonspine, which we knew would be revived one day and pose a huge threat to Teyvat. I was so worried about Mini Durin back then.
Me too. But luckily, in the version 5.6 Mondstadt interlude, Albedo pulled off a huge feat of alchemy for Durin. And that's how the Durin who fought alongside us in Nodcry came to be.
Wow. You know, looking back on it, Durin and the Traveler have already been through so much together.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty shy at first. But after stepping into Teyvat and even joining the fight against the Rayhair of Solnari, he's grown into quite the reliable companion.
Oh, I just realized, since we were so busy fighting Rayhair, we didn't get to hear what Durin's been up to since taking human form. I want to know everything.
Yes!
Really?
Of course! I still remember Durin tapping into the abyssal power within him during the battle. Oh, he was instrumental in defeating the Rayhair of Solnari. Mastering that kind of dangerous power must have been quite the challenge.
Definitely. It comes from the flesh and blood of a dragon, after all. His dangerous aura still scares off small animals, even when he's trying to just be friends. And of course, the last thing he wants is to harm those around him. His goal is to use his power to help others as much as possible while assimilating into his new home.
Yeah, deep down, Durin is still the kind little dragon we met in Simulanka.
He is. And since his soul originated from Mini Durin, in addition to the power of the Abyss, he also possesses a power that comes from fairy tales.
What? Whoa, wait. So he can wield 2 different powers?
Ooh. That's right. And because of that, he also has 2 distinct combat styles.
Wow.
Nice.
Yo, nice.
So, after casting his elemental skill, Durin can freely choose which power to use. So, if you tap his normal attack after unleashing his skill, Durin will enter the Denial of Darkness state and channel his aggressive side.
Wow.
Using this elemental burst in this state will increase his own vaporize and melt reaction damage while periodically dealing pyro damage to a nearby enemy.
Oh, cool.
Now, if you tap his elemental skill again after casting it, Durin will instead enter the Confirmation of Purity state, focusing more on supporting his companions. Using his elemental...
That's awesome. So he's a vaporized DPS. That's nice to know. Sounds like Vaporize is coming back in a big way. They didn't say anything about any lunar vaporize reaction. They just said vaporize. Let that be known. They didn't say lunar melt, lunar this. They just said vaporize reaction.
State will increase his own vaporize and melt reaction damage while periodically dealing pyro damage to a nearby enemy.
Oh, cool.
Now, if you tap his elemental skill again after casting it, Durin will instead enter the Confirmation of Purity state, focusing more on supporting his companions. Using his elemental burst in this state will periodically deal damage to nearby enemies while decreasing their pyro resistance. He can also reduce certain elemental resistances by triggering corresponding reactions.
Hey,
cool.
It's a lot.
And it looks like his elemental burst animation changes depending on what state he's in. In the light state, it's like a painting, and the stars look like the ones in Simulanka. But in the dark state, it looks like the dragon's power takes over and he's gearing up to annihilate his enemies.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, you know, the way he changes states reminds me of how Nilou changes dance steps. It all really depends on what you do after using his elemental skill.
Oh, yeah.
Which means his kit can be adapted for multiple kinds of scenarios.
There was no mention of lunar reaction at all. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I think that's a good thing. Because seemingly, it seems that a lot of the first 2 said the lunar the first 3 characters from Nodcry were lunar reaction characters. And now we're having a non-lunar reaction character to break it up a little bit, right? That's an objectively good thing in my opinion. Objectively good. Not every character needs to be a lunar character, right? Same thing with like Star Rail and Zenless and even Wu. Not every character needs to be of this trend of mechanic that they're introducing. Not every last one of them. Just break it up sometimes. I like the fact that we have Aftershock characters in Zenless, but like not every character needs to be Aftershock, right?
That's insane.
On one hand, he can fight against groups of enemies while shredding elemental resistance for his party members. But on the other, he can target a single enemy and enhance his own damage output.
Whoa, super flexible. I love that. I'm still curious about what his life as a human has been like, though.
Me too.
Based on what Albedo says, it seems like he's been trying to get to know his new home as much as possible.
Yeah, and in the upcoming version, travelers will get to help Durin do just that, along with the Wanderer and all of his other friends in Mondstadt. So there will be tons of opportunities to get to know him better. Don't worry.
Yay, Mondstadt!
I'm so excited.
And just for a little added intrigue, I have another piece of exclusive intel, which is that Alice ends up telling Durin about M's dying wish.
What?
That was a nice move. That thing was smooth. You saw what Alice just did? Check it.
Is that Alice ends up telling Durin
that was such
about
aura.
M's dying
She dragged
wish.
the seat towards her so she can take a seat. That was nice.
His mom's dying wish?
That's right. In the ensuing story, both Alice and Mona's master B will be making an appearance, so Durin's in for quite the experience.
Oh my gosh.
If you want the whole story, be sure to check out the quest Draco Rubedo chapter.
You know what's so good about this? That I just realized. Nodcry doesn't have this. After we stopped Rear, right? we have to wonder what the next threat is going to be. Is Revere going to come back? Or is this now us like exploring the deeper lore and have that be the main Archon Quest stuff, right? Because we're exploring characters in depth in the main Archon Quest and whatnot. Ooh, hold up. Oh, so wait, Durin is getting a story quest. Okay, so this isn't going to be a part of the main story. This is his story quest. That's not a part. Oh, ooh. Okay. So Columbina is going to be a part of the Archon quest. Durin is going to have his own separate character story quest. Is that what this is saying? Hold up. Let's go back.
Right. In the ensuing story, both Alice and Mona's Master B will be making an appearance, so Durin's in for quite the experience.
Oh my gosh.
If you want the whole story, be sure to check out the quest, Draco Rubedo Chapter, Act 1, The Magic Known as Storytelling.
Oh, this quest is a bit different from traditional story quests, with tons of unique gameplay elements and spaces you can visit multiple times. There's even a few hidden Easter eggs, so keep an eye out.
Oh, and complete it within the time limit to earn Primo Gems and enhancement materials for Durin.
Yes. That's not all, though. There's another special reward in store for completing this quest.
Whoa, Durin looks different, almost like he's glistening somehow.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
There's also a new boss travelers can challenge in Nodcry, the super heavy land cruiser mechanized fortress.
Whoa.
That boss is so
cool.
cool.
You defeat it to earn level up materials for Durin.
Oh, this must be a Fatui creation.
I'm pulling for Durin, by the way.
And it looks like it's got some serious firepower.
Ouch. Yeah, so be careful, travelers.
I gotta drop that speed.
All right, that's about all we have for Durin, but before we wrap this part up, let's take a quick look at his combat skills one more time.
Enjoy.
Oh, nice, we're getting another...
Each day is a new page in my story. I want to savor every scene, every footnote, before I turn to the next one.
Oh boy. Let's back it up.
Each day is a new page in my story. I want to savor every scene, every footnote, before I turn to the next one.
Get back! Leave it to me! A turning point in fate!
How about... Don't know why I was doing this now of all times.
All we have for Durin, but before we wrap this part up, let's take a quick look at his combat skills one more time.
We have to drop this to 480 so that this thing can stop lagging.
Each day is a new page in my story. I want to savor every scene, every footnote, before I turn to the next one.
Get back! Leave it to me! A turning point in fate!
It's so crazy because I know there's gonna be people being like, oh, Genshin Impact's animations are still bad. Withering Wave's better. I know they're gonna bring that energy towards this when this has nothing to do with UA, but they will because they love gacha tribalism. And that's the sad part. Niggas are so caught up in their gacha tribalism, they cannot recognize when something good is done. And it sucks. Hey, that's how people want to be. They don't want to be mature about the conversation. And they blatantly showing off what they've done to Venti in terms of his buffs. You can blatantly see it. Mona got something going on too. I don't know what she got going. Wait, that star thing's still on. Wait. I just saw that. They're probably gonna mention it later. But that star glitter thing, after she does her elemental burst, that's supposed to disappear after she does her burst and attacks the opponent. Because she's attacking the opponent right now. That thing should have blown up and disappeared already. But it's still on the opponent. That's interesting.
Wow, that's insane.
It's so cool.
Okay, now that we've had a moment to admire our magnificent Durin, it's time to introduce our next new character, Venti! Yay!
Erica? This is version Luna 3. Wasn't Venti released like a lifetime ago?
Yeah. It's been 1,000 years, but just wait until you see his brand new combat skills. Okay, so tap his elemental skill to summon a storm zone and hold it to summon a larger storm zone that allows Venti to soar high up in the air using the power of the wind. With his elemental burst, Venti creates a storm eye in front of him that pulls in enemies and deals continuous damage.
Nice.
Right. But none of this is, well, new information.
I know.
You peep the bow on his back? That bow is new. That's not the bow they usually show him off with.
Hey gosh, I was just giving a recap. Okay, this is the new part. If the active character triggers a swirl reaction while Storm Eye is active, their damage and Storm Eye's damage will be increased for a certain period of time.
Whoa.
In addition, Venti's normal attacks are converted into Windsunder arrows that pierce through enemies in their path, dealing anemo damage and extending Storm Eye's duration.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, so his burst changes his normal attack too. That's so cool.
Yep. Oh, that's awesome. Wait, I don't think I've seen that weapon before either. Oh, but it's got a bunch of Cecilias on it. It definitely looks perfect for Venti.
Yep. So that's it. Moving on.
Whoa. Hold on, just 1 second. Venti has new abilities now. What's going on?
Okay.
Come on.
What's going on is that Venti decided to recover some of the power he had hidden away.
Ooh.
He might act like a carefree, alcohol-obsessed bard most of the time, but that doesn't mean he hasn't been paying attention to the changes happening across Teyvat. And as a god with close ties to the Hexenzirkel, he can sense a new threat on the horizon, one that has the potential to endanger not just Mondstadt, but the whole world.
Wow.
And so, in order to face this impending crisis, he felt it was time to reclaim his hidden power.
That's right. And to do that, Venti and the Traveler will need to venture to a place that might look familiar. The small island in Mondstadt that was once blessed by time.
I've been there. This is such a throwback. I mean, I still remember that.
Yeah, this is a throwback. The fact that they're going to have a quest where Venti has to travel back here to obtain his power is pretty tough. I respect that. Rather than just giving the character a buff, they're going to give an in-universe reason for why he didn't have it the first time and be like, okay, he's going to buff himself now. Go to this place, activate this ceremonial stage, and obtain this power you had locked away. That's tough.
That line, seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. Wait,
love that.
Oh, that was foreshadowing all along? Oh, it's like everything's coming in full circle. Dang.
And this is what you call good writing, when the story can come back full circle and make sense without sounding retarded. Withering Waves need to pick it up.
True. But with a few added twists, of course.
Of course, I'm listening.
Mondstadt and the Hexenzirkel share a deep connection. The mages even signed an agreement with Grandmaster Varka to protect Mondstadt in its time of need.
Ah.
In fact, the mages had a hand in the events we just mentioned between the Traveler and Venti. It all started with Alice and something called the Little Witch's Dictionary, filled with a series of tasks the Traveler is asked to pass along to certain companions.
Oh.
Wait, so does that mean the tasks were designed by the mages of the Hexenzirkel?
That's right. And after completing their task, these companions will become Hexerai characters.
This is tough. Instead of solely keeping it to like characters who are directly tied to the Hexenzirkel, they're expanding it to Razor, Fischl, and Sucrose. I'm actually shocked Sucrose is on here. Now I'm interested, what tie does she have to the Hexenzirkel? I know she's colleagues with members of the Hexenzirkels here and there, right? But like, I'm actually shocked that she's even in this section. Now I'm even curious to know, is there more to Sucrose that we just never heard of and only gonna get information about now?
Characters.
What?
When at least 2 Hexerai characters are in the
I love the fact that they have a label select for Hexenzirkel and all of them slapped on there. I respect that, because actually they need to increase this from not just Hexenzirkel, but they need to add nations on here as well and other factions, because when I want to choose a character from a certain faction, I want to be able to have them all on the team that I want. But now it seems like Genshin is going down the whole Zinlish route where, oh, if they're part of the same faction, they get team buffs among each other to help them increase their damage or support ability and so on. I like that.
In the party, the combination triggers...
Someone's going to try to paint that as a negative versus it being a good thing. I can already foresee it.
The Hexerai Secret Right effect, enhancing the party's combat capabilities. In fact, the changes we just introduced for Venti are the Hexerai Secret Right effect at work, triggered by 2 Hexerai characters. In this case, Durin and Venti being in the same team.
I get it.
Along with Durin and Venti, additional Mondstadt characters have their own tasks to complete, courtesy of the Hexen Circle, so travelers can look forward to adventures with several familiar companions.
Yep. Plus, after completing the intro quest from the Witch's Dictionary, travelers will have the chance to invite Razor, Sucrose, or Fischl to their lineup.
Wow, look at all those familiar faces.
Right? I know. Which means, after completing their designated task, these characters can all trigger the Hexerai Secret Rite effect to gain new combat abilities.
What?
Please show them.
Whoa, so does everyone have a different task?
Yes. The tasks are tailored to the companions, so it could be anything from an intense combat encounter to a relaxing outing.
Ooh, look at that. That was real wolves. Bro, we haven't seen real wolves in this game other than the freaking abyss wolves.
So
you saw that?
It could be anything from...
Look at them. They're real wolves in the game now, and they look unique. They look tough. I don't think we've seen these before.
Intense combat encounter to a relaxing outing. For example, Klee's task is to help her adorable Dodoko companion. Aww. Once she completes it and is paired with another Hexerai character, her normal attack will automatically trigger a charged attack as a coordinated maneuver. Plus,
that's nice.
Travelers can look forward to an optimization in the new version that makes her normal and charged attacks a lot smoother.
Look at that. Buffing characters, which I just talked about earlier, but someone's going to paint this as a net negative to the game. These are version 1 characters being buffed, mind you. But you're going to have the coral bots come out the blue talking about something. This is still bad. Nigga, shut the F up. Get out of here. Don't nobody care about your opinion. Your opinion is invalid.
Each Hexerai character will gain their own special abilities after completing their task. For example, when Albedo's solar isotoma creates a transient blossom after hitting an enemy, it will also generate a silver isotoma, which will no longer be destroyed by monster attacks and can unleash attacks just like the solar isotoma.
Wow.
Super nice.
So that should make it much easier to have one of his flowers on the field without gaps in time, right?
That's right. In addition, Fischl can now provide 2 different team buffs depending on whether your party is Overload and Electro-Charged focused or Lunar Charged focused.
What?
Plus, Razor's elemental control will be enhanced.
That's nice. It looked like she created a shield for herself and for the team. You see that? That looked like a shield. So now they're giving her a shield? Hold up, what did it say? Oh, hold up. It's on here on the screen. Okay, good. When she triggers overload reactions, both Fischl and the current active will have their attack increased. Hold up, let me turn that off. When the member triggers electrocharge or lunar charge reactions, both Fischl and the current active character will have their elemental mastery increased. Okay, that's nice. That's a nice little buff. Actually, did they do that for the other characters? Oh, awesome. Hold up, let me go back. Okay, during Klee's elemental burst, her normal attacks sequence does not reset. When she performs the 3rd normal attack in the sequence, an explosion spark can be consumed to unleash coordinated charge attack. Okay, that's what they explained earlier. What about
forward to an optimization in the new version that
gain their own special abilities after completing their task. For example, when Albedo's solar isotoma creates a transient...
When an opponent is hit with the elemental skills, can increase the damage dealt by Blossom after generate the damage dealt by all Hexen Circle. Characters in the party will be increased based on Albedo's defense. Nice.
Transient blossom after hitting an enemy, it will also generate a silver isotoma, which will no longer be destroyed by monster attacks and can unleash attacks just like the solar isotoma.
Wow.
Super nice.
So that should make it much easier to have one of his flowers on the field without gaps in time, right?
That's right. In addition, Fischl can now provide 2 different team buffs depending on whether your party is Overload and Electro-Charged focused or Lunar Charged focused.
What?
Plus,
never mind. That freaking shield was freaking Anepha's. I was so off.
Razor's elemental control will be enhanced
during a burst. If his electro sigils are in overflow, he will deal AoE electro damage and regain energy. That's a nice buff.
Allowing his overflow electro sigils to deal additional damage and regenerate energy.
Just remember, travelers, once you've completed the designated quest from the Witch's Dictionary, these abilities will only trigger when at least 2 Hexerai characters are in the party, okay?
And watch someone be like, oh, well, you have to pull for those characters when most of those niggas are kind of 4 stars and standard 5-star units. Right, let's go back to that image. Because I know someone's going to mention it. 4-star, standard, limited, 4-star, 4-star. It's going to be easy for people to obtain at least 4 characters out of 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? You're going to be able to obtain 4 characters out of the 8 that's on here for a free-to-play player. So you don't free-to-play players, you don't even need to worry about not being able to obtain some of these characters. You're going to obtain half of them at best. Because someone's going to make the argument, oh, you got to waste money pulling for them. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Yes.
Of course, the changes from the Hexerai Secret Rite effect, as well as the adventures to unlock them, go far beyond what we've covered here. So be sure to check them out in-game.
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
These characters have been with us for 5 years, but now it's like,
oh my gosh.
It's like we get to see them in a new light, you know? It's almost like they're growing right alongside us.
Aww. Yeah. Aw. Plus, the power of the mages can affect fate, so be on the lookout for changes to these characters' constellations as well.
Well,
Changes to the constellations as well. Constellation buff. That sounds dandy. That sounds good.
You know me, I'm always down for new adventures with our old friends.
Me too.
Don't
Super
call it old.
exciting.
All right, let's dive into the upcoming event wishes.
Yes.
In the first half of Luna 3, we'll have event wishes for Venti and Durin, plus a new 5-star sword, Athame Artis, and a new 5-star bow, the Daybreak Chronicles, will be featured on the weapon banner, just in time for Venti's new gameplay.
I'm so glad I harvest at least 119 pulls. I can only hope that I win the 50-50. I gotta check and see if I am guaranteed for my next character. Because the last character I pulled for was Skirk, and she came legitly in a single pull right after I lost the 50-50. So I can only hope for the better of myself.
And the one, the only new 4-star character, Yahoda, will also be available on the first half banners. And don't worry, okay? Don't worry. We didn't forget to introduce her. That is coming up next.
Yes,
And during the second half of version Luna 3, we'll have returning event wishes for Varessa and Shilonen.
I already pulled for Varessa. Varessa the GOAT.
Travelers will also get the chance to reunite with familiar Natlan characters in this version's events, but more on that later. For now, check out the second redemption code while we take a short break.
Remote Gems!
Woo!
Nice. I'm loving everything they're presenting. This is good stuff. This is jam-packed good stuff. This is a genuinely good update so far. Nothing bad. Nothing worth questioning. It is genuinely good, but I know someone's going to have something to complain about. And I will make a reaction video to that as well, if that happens. Anyway, let's get back into it. You saw the redemption code for yourself. Pause if you need to. Out of Danny stuff. And we're going to get back to the main plot.
Welcome back, travelers. It's time to introduce the most skilled, well-connected, amazingly talented information broker in all of Nodcry. His assistant, Yahoda.
Oh my gosh, Yahoda is such a walking meme. Her in-game expressions are so hilarious.
Yeah, you know, I feel like that's the first thing people think of when it comes to her. I mean, the fan memes have been so good. I'm obsessed. I reply to all of them. Those are all me. But even though Yahoda ends up...
Yeah, Yahoda has become an extremely beloved character, and people love her voice actor as well. Like, if you want to talk about VIP character of the entirety of Nightcry, it's Yahoda, hands down.
In, let's just say, awkward situations a lot. She really tries her best to be a good employee of the Curatorium of Secrets. I mean, she can get in a little over her head when facing difficult commissions, but she always comes through in the end. I mean, meme expressions aside, just think about all she's accomplished with the Traveler in the main story.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they met the Moon Goddess, infiltrated the Fatui's design bureau, and even confronted one of the 5 sinners.
Yup, that's
that
my
should give Yahoda a confidence boost. Yeah.
Wait, I wanted to ask though, what's the deal with her mechanical arm?
Oh, I know made that for her. I mean, there's a whole story behind it, but I think I'll let Yahoda herself explain that in-game. Wink, wink.
Oh, okay.
Secrets.
Oh, that's nice. Granted, I think I should have been able to pick that up easy, knowing the design of the arm and how it looks. Granted, I think I may have mentioned it in my playthroughs at one point, but I forgot.
Yep, in any case, that's all in the past now. In her own words, earn well, eat well. That's my motto these days.
Well, now that she has Boss Neff to look out for her, and she can pet Asher whenever she wants, sounds like her job's not a bad gig.
For sure. Of course, in the intelligence business, a certain amount of danger comes with the territory.
Ooh.
But that's where her experience as a former treasure hoarder comes in. As an Animo vision wielder, she's super agile in combat. With her elemental skill, she dashes towards enemies, and after striking them, she can absorb the elements applied to them to fill her purloined treasure flask. Of course, if she accidentally misses her target, she might get a little upset.
Okay, that's so cool. After hitting enemies with her elemental skills, she puts on her goggles when she sprints.
I love those goggles.
I love them
That's so
much.
cute.
She's so cute. Okay, but back to the treasure flask. What happens when it's full?
Okay, well, Yehoda throws it at her enemies, dealing Animo damage. Plus, if your team reaches Ascendant Gleam, the treasure flask will periodically consume the elements within, dealing corresponding elemental damage to enemies.
Ooh.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. She takes what she collects and throws it right back at her enemies. I love that resourcefulness. She's so good.
Well, if there's one thing my girl has, it's survival skills. Travelers have seen that for themselves, so she definitely knows.
I'll say this. I guess apparently people had. I know Jello Impact had assumed that Yehoda had more bat theming on her character design and was kind of surprised that they were going with cat for Yehoda. But knowing Yehoda's personality and how she acts, it does feel more appropriate that she was cat-like rather than her being bat-like. I think maybe the whole drapes back here may have been the thing that threw people off, because it looks like bat wings a little bit. Well, not entirely, but that's what some people would have assumed.
Knows how to be there for her clients in a pinch. Also, Yehoda's elemental burst deals Animo damage and summons a personal coordinated assistance robot that continuously restores HP to the active character. And get this, if the active character's HP is above a certain threshold, the robot will also heal the party member with the lowest HP.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's a healer too.
Oh,
That's super useful. I'm like so bad with healers. This is very helpful to me.
Girl, no, she's insane. And
amazing.
If the team reaches Ascendant Gleam, the robot will also absorb elements from surrounding enemies and convert them into cat claws that deal corresponding elemental damage at intervals.
Amazing. With both healing and elemental application abilities, Yehoda seems like a real team player.
Oh, yeah, for sure. My girl is definitely something incredible. I mean, close teamwork is essential for someone in her line of work. Her cat claws will even receive corresponding enhancements based on the most prevalent elemental type in your party, making her team coordination even tighter. And,
oh my gosh.
And we're not done. As a member of the Curatorium of Secrets, Yehoda possesses similar investigation abilities to Nefer, Boss Neff, as she would say. Of course, in some Curatorium exclusive interactions, she might react in her own special way.
So their investigation abilities are similar but not identical, right?
No. There are some differences, but travelers can experiment with that in-game. So get ready.
I just want to see Yehoda open that mysterious chest in the Curatorium of Secrets. Just imagine her reaction.
You know
it's
what?
going to be so good.
You know what?
I'm not gonna lie, Duran's voice actor reminds me of someone, but I can't put my finger on it. Who?
That might be something worth trying in-game, travelers. Again, wink, wink.
Okay. All right. right, now that we've introduced Yehoda, let's dive into the version Luna 3 events.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
First up is Soul Blazer's Snowbound Journey, where travelers will make a much-anticipated return to Dragonspine to participate in a relay race on the mountain.
Oh.
And Verissa is going to be there because now the people of Natlan, after the end of the Natlan Archon quest, because this is something that causes a change in the story, something people claim that Genshin Impact doesn't do, where it changes the environment or changes the status of the story, something along the lines. And the people of Natlan can now leave Natlan to go explore outside of the world without having any negative effects to their minds or souls, thanks to the Night Kingdom now being connected, back and refreshed. So now Verissa is going to be at the Dragonspine, which will be cool.
Oh, so it's like a winter sports event.
Yep, those environmental conditions look tough, though. Even
Super
cheering
tough.
on the sidelines seems like a struggle.
Definitely. And for that reason, the race is attracting challenge seekers from far and wide. Veressa and Shilonen have even made the trip from Natlan to participate.
You know
That's
what?
fucking her tight.
I'm not surprised Veressa decided to join. I mean, she's got a competitor's spirit, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
and is it
Niggas disrespecting my girl Verissa get slapped to the floor. You said what about her? Shut up. Don't disrespect this queen.
I mean, she's got a competitor's spirit, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
and is it true that this event has some connection
If it wasn't obvious, I love girls with a little more meat on the bone, personally.
to a certain comic series from Yai Publishing House?
Huh? Is the race comic book themed or something?
No. But there's a long-running series from Yai Publishing House.
Look at this, another storytelling method. I'm not gonna lie, if Genshin Impact told their story like this, I would be down for it. I would be down for this being the permanent way, the main way they would tell their story. Personally, I would be down for it. But they already kind of do this, but not in this exact way.
House called the Soul Blazer Saga, about a group of brave warriors with a passion for justice. And a group of dedicated fans decided to form a team and join in the competition.
Oh,
That
like
nose
a
is
fan club.
diabolical.
That's so fun.
That nose is crazy. That nose is shark
Team
twin.
and join in the competition.
You see that? Also, I saw someone in my Discord post the image of this nostril. This thing is crazy. That thing gonna cut somebody.
Oh, like a fan club. That's so fun.
The competition is comprised of teams from various regions, with each member responsible for a leg of the race. But before the teams can get racing, they'll need to complete the training program.
Oh yeah, in conditions like these,
My girl Amber
I feel
back.
like preparation is key.
For sure. Travelers might run into some familiar companions during their
that's
training
so
as well.
All right, talk us through it, coach.
This first training minigame is a revival of a co-op classic. Not Wind Trace this time, but Snow Trace. Travelers can look forward to the traditional hide-and-seek gameplay as well as a few added challenges.
Man, you know, I didn't expect this to be part of the training.
Oh, the Dragonspine environment gives it a whole new vibe.
Yeah! The cold will test the rebels' endurance, and the snowmen scattered around the area should keep the hunters on their toes.
I'll say.
And it looks like sudden snowstorms might make the situation
Oh, that's
even more
awesome.
unpredictable.
That's right. Plus, certain familiar companions will compete alongside the rebels, transforming into snowmen with unique characteristics and hiding somewhere on the map. So keep an eye out, hunters, because catching them will earn you extra points.
That makes me even more excited for the challenge.
Watch somebody say this is a boring event that nobody wanted, aka Saint Tone Toss, and the list goes on. Yammer, yammer, yammer.
And it looks like maybe this time, quick thinking and even quicker reflexes are more important than ever.
It does.
Let's go.
Next up is the Frontier Recon minigame,
Ooh.
where travelers can transform into Sori scouts and take test flights on different aerial courses, collecting coins while familiarizing themselves with the race locations.
But be sure to watch out for obstacles and small traps along the course.
And if you feel the need to work out some pre-competition nerves, launch some snowballs in the Jade Pitching minigame.
The different snowmen each have different effects and benefits. Leverage them to reach the target even faster.
Of course, course, a training regimen isn't complete without a little intense physical activity. In a trial of valor, travelers will need to configure different battle souls to help their team defeat enemies and clear the stage objective.
Nice.
Battle souls not only provide powerful combat buffs, but they also enhance your ability to earn points, allowing you to net an even higher score.
Which, honestly, is kind of like Deadly Assault if you think about it. I think Genshin Impact already had this idea. I feel like Genshin Impact should have did their own version of Deadly Assault where you just have to build up points and not actually defeat the enemy. Because it's so crazy that only now thanks to Tuhu's video that I watched a little bit of, that I plan to do a reaction to, where he explained Deadly Assault isn't about beating the boss, it's about obtaining the points needed to get an S. And I was like, oh, I've been doing this wrong the entire time. It's only recently I got 10,000 points for 2 of my Deadly Assault runs. Granted, this is my first time I got 3 points across the board. So I got 3 out of 9 points. Technically 3 out of 6. Because when you get up to 6 points, that's how you get the premium currency. But that's enough about that. Anyway, let us continue.
We love that. Man, I am so ready. Woo!
In addition, participating in the various training activities and stages of the competition will allow you to accumulate Blazing Spirit. And after reaching a certain amount, you can claim various rewards, including the 4-star weapon, Rainbow Serpent's Rainbow.
That's clearly for Yehoda.
And its refinement materials.
A rainbow.
I love the fact that Genshin Impact keeps releasing 4-star weapons for their limited time events. It's just a good thing. Because that means people who don't have premium 5-star weapons can use the 4-star options. Because the 4-star options are good.
Oh, that name is amazing.
Right?
Sounds super fun. And plus, with the comic book element, I feel like travelers will really get to channel their inner hero.
Yes, for sure. And speaking of, this next event actually takes us back to the land of heroes, Natlan. And it's another familiar one this time. Does everyone remember Bing Bang Finch Ball?
Oh, I do. Yes. I feel like every time this event comes back, it gets totally revamped.
And let's not forget the slogan. Finches are
the cutest.
Yep, they're so cute and round off. The game of Finch Ball has made its way to the Collective of Plenty in Natlan, and as always, a new iteration means a few riffs on the original gameplay. This time, travelers will need to control the paddles on both sides of the table to send the ball gliding in the right direction. Angle and timing are key. Ricochet off the walls or ram straight into opponents to defeat them and earn points. You can also make use of Finch techniques to make things even more interesting and earn an even higher score.
Whoa, okay, this really is a whole new gameplay. And it looks super.
And honestly, gonna be like, oh, they're just copying this from another game. Yeah, we all know, but we don't care. We're enjoying our time.
For fun.
Yeah,
It does. I feel like the devs keep raising the bar for future iterations, you know?
Okay, all right. Let's move on to a Saurian-focused event. Heroic Clash Saurian Brawl.
Oh, looks like it's time for travelers to put their Saurian maneuvering skills to the
I got
test.
a lot of time left.
That's right.
Like 20
this
minutes
is
left.
a co-op event where travelers will need to indwell different Saurians and leverage their abilities to collect trial coins scattered around the arena. The more coins, the more
Now
points.
this is fun. This
Love
is fun.
rewards, and collecting points also means
So crazy how people claim that the Saurians are so slow and they operate so badly, yet you got 4 people on the screen right now going crazy on these Saurians, moving all crazy about with smoothness. Someone got to explain to me how is it clunky at this point.
What did I just say? Rewards are in store, so don't miss out, travelers. And
Covering so much ground from point A to point B, man, they are worse than the limited 5-star versions of these free exploration units. Ain't that crazy? Man, I thought I had to spend money for those exploration abilities when they're there for free. Someone got to explain that to me. Ain't that crazy?
And now, okay, I know.
If paywalled, why is it there?
Our journey has taken us pretty far from Mondstadt, but get this, there is a certain old friend who used to provide us with intel, and he's making his return in version Luna 3. Any guesses?
Oh, wait. Could it be?
The merchant? Oh my goodness.
Lieben! He's back!
Oh, sweet Primo Gems, here I come.
Oh, I love the sound of that. Primo Gems, like music to my ears. And that's right, Lieben is back. And this time, he's bringing us information on a new region of Mondstadt.
Oh my gosh, a new region of Mondstadt? Oh, Lieben, you've been gone too long.
Travelers can also head to Silver Moon Hall for more interactions with the Damselette and the Kuhenki.
Yep. For example, travelers can play a picture-guessing game with the Kuhenki and even show off their mixology skills for Columbina. So cute.
Aw, cute. It feels like we're growing closer and closer to them throughout these interactions.
Yeah.
In addition, travelers can look forward to some significant updates to Repertoire of Myriad Melodies.
Ooh.
First, a custom performance mode is being added. In this mode, you can customize the difficulty of official and self-made scores to give yourself an added level of challenge.
Whoa, that looks so hard.
I'm not great at this type of game.
Me neither. But it's okay, girl.
Oh man, but I'm gonna do my best. Plus, Repertoire of Myriad Melodies co-op mode is launching in the new version, so travelers can team up with each other for a simultaneous performance and compete for rankings based on their scores.
You can finally jam out with your friends, so be sure to check it out.
Oh, definitely. And in addition, envisaged Echo's challenges for Klee and Albedo are being added in the new version. Can you believe that?
Oh, cute. Klee's Echo looks like a 4-leaf clover. And Albedo's looks like a solar isotoma. Super cool.
There will also be some new additions to Genius Invocation TCG, including 2 character cards, a monster card, and multiple action cards.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Travelers will have the chance to add Escoffier.
Not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I played this this game mode. I remember I binge played it a little bit, but then I got tired of it. It's still, I would say it's a good game mode.
Gomming and the Black Serpent Knight Rockbreaker's Axe to their decks.
Version Luna 3 also has other optimizations in store, including improvements to the character list's filtering and sorting functions. Relevant information will be displayed more clearly, so it should be easier to track down the characters you're searching for.
Oh, I love that. Super helpful.
In addition, the devs have increased the amount of reputation experience for Natlan and other nations, which should make it quicker to obtain those rewards.
Nice. That's good. That's an objectively good thing. I'm over here trying to max out my freaking Natlan region to level 4 so that I can get the other half of the Pyro Traveler's kit unlocked. I got most of it. I got 4 out of 6. I got 2 more to get. This is a good update. I need this.
For travelers who haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, wow.
Plus, there's a small change when it comes to claiming rewards from daily commissions. After consuming encounter points, travelers can now directly claim the commission rewards from Catherine, including the 60 Primo Gems.
I love Primo Gems.
Nice.
I know. All right, it's time for our last.
That's another good update. 2, guess what? Doing dailies. Meaning dailies can be done at a faster pace, so you can waste less time on doing dailies, so you can do other things that you want to do. Ooh, look at that. Shoot, if this was the Gacha DG2 video, he will sit and say, "Oh, why they have that? That's bad. They need to remove that." Like he did in his other video that I reacted to probably a month or 2 ago. It was a bad video in my opinion. Or it wasn't entirely bad video. He had some valid points, but that point he made in particular about the counterpoints was a dumb point.
Last break. We'll be back with a few updates for Miliastra Wonderland as well.
I am interested to hear about those updates to the Miliastra Wonderland because they didn't make any statements on Twitter about it because people were over here blowing up their damn replies and whatnot, which respectfully, of course, they wasn't going to immediately respond to that. No. Because I already knew what was going to happen. They were going to respond to whatever criticism people had in the live stream and give updates to the Miliastra Wonderland. I knew that was going to be the case. That's why when I saw Glaive Keo make a video telling me, "Oh, look, they're not listening to the players," I was like, bro, we got to wait and see what happens. I didn't even watch his video. I just knew what type of timing he was going to be on. right? But this makes more sense to wait until the live stream and see what happens. So let us proceed.
Well as some out-of-game news. See you on the other side.
Bye. See ya.
See ya.
Let's go ahead and skip this. Granted, I'm not gonna lie, these outfits are tough. Female character look cooler than the male character though, hands down. Now let's skip forward. About right here.
Welcome back, travelers! Let's jump right into some new content for Miliastra Wonderland, coming in version Luna 3.
Yay!
A new component sharing platform can now be accessed through Editing Tool, which means you can freely upload your in-game creations to the platform and download the creations of other players.
Yeah. Okay, so it's basically a tool for sharing and obtaining resources. Huh, nice. Now you can add each other's creations to your own Wonderlands. Ooh.
That's right.
That's nice.
Plus, if a bunch of craftspeople download and like your creation, it even has a chance to be discovered by more craftspeople, increasing its exposure even more.
What? That is awesome. Now that Miliastra Wonderland has been live for almost an entire version, I hope craftspeople have had the opportunity to create a Wonderland of their own or immerse themselves in what other people have created.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever the case.
I think I've only seen about 2 videos from one content creator, a small content creator, I believe, posting videos of them using the Miliastra Wonderland, doing a whole boss fight between 2 enemy bosses or small mob bosses fighting a bigger enemy boss. That's the most I've seen from someone's Miliastra Wonderland, which it shows the content that someone can make and how much more they could make from that, right? Which is a good thing for Miliastra Wonderland. It's meant to be like Roblox, sandbox type shit. It's meant to be like that so that people can have something to do for themselves without complaining about, oh man, I got nothing to do. That's the purpose of it.
The whole team behind Miliastra Wonderland is working hard to expand the content bit by bit so that craftspeople have even more to enjoy.
Nice.
That's right. Miliastra Wonderland is also adding new cosmetics in the upcoming version. Let's take a quick look.
These outfits look better than the last the Halloween theme outfits. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. These look cooler. Excuse my Sino level pun that I didn't intend to make. I will say this, I did make a video talking about this whole conversation about the Miliastra Wonderland monetization and the skins. Go check that out. The video is on the homepage of my channel. It's legitimately the first thing you see. Go check that video out, and I explain in detail about my personal thoughts on it and give a more nuanced understanding of why people didn't particularly like what they did with the monetization related to this game mode. Go check it out. Shoot, I'll even link it in the description so you can go watch it for yourself.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And the main hall looks so magical. It's a total winter wonderland. I'm obsessed.
Hey, that's pretty good. A Miliastra Wonderland Winter Wonderland.
Wait, that kind of rhymes. I like it.
Yeah.
Not only that, though, during version Luna 3, there are also rich rewards waiting to be claimed in Miliastra Wonderland. In short, travelers can receive 10 pulls for the event Ode banner and 10 pulls for the standard Ode banner by playing Miliastra Wonderland, which can be used to obtain various cosmetics.
A free 10 pull for the limited banner and a free 10 pull for the standard. That's objectively a good thing. It's objectively a good thing. So hopefully they can give out more of the limited currency for free so that people won't have to spend money on the limited currency. That's something I am hoping for. And this seems to be the first step in the right direction.
Other rewards for playing in version Luna 3 include fun actions, cosmetics, and expressions.
Whoa. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, craftspeople. All right, that's it for the in-game content, but there's still a piece of out-of-game news. A new collab is coming our way. Woo!
Okay, so they didn't mention anything about lowering the prices for the Millie Astro Wonderland. So there's that. But still, they are giving out a free temple for the limited banner. And that is still a good thing. Let's not excuse that. Let's not downplay that. Because that means, guess what? Knowing that this stuff lasts for about an entire year, the banner lasts for about, not an entire year, but the banner lasts for about, I believe, a month's worth of time or a week's worth of time. I'm not really sure because I can't access the damn game mode because I play Genshin Impact on the PS4, not PS5. I will be transitioning to the PS5 later this year, but later next year, actually. But if someone can hoard their pulls for an absorbent amount of time before we get an update being like, oh, now you can pull for whatever outfit you want on these multiple banner runs for this outfit or that outfit, you would essentially hoarded enough pulls to do so at that point. And I don't know if there's a way for you to lose at 50-50 on that banner, because there shouldn't be, because you're just going for an outfit, not a character. So there should be no losing 50-50. But I did hear people saying that they didn't get the right items or whatever from said banner that they pulled from or whatever. Someone can clarify for me in the comment section. Anyway, let us continue.
Paimon received a mysterious letter from an unknown source, and it left her trembling. Oh no! Apparently, she couldn't even finish her usual helping of sweet madame.
Whoa, wait. Paimon, of all people, lost her appetite? Okay,
no.
what did the letter even say? I don't, oh my gosh.
An unimaginable punishment. Huh? Wow, just hearing that sends chills down my spine.
It's not good.
Yeah, but as long as the Traveler's around, there's no challenge we can't overcome. Plus,
True.
The greater the risk, the greater the reward, right? Oh, I love rewards.
Yeah.
And I bet some major surprises are in store.
For sure. I guess that's all the info we have on this collab for now. But it looks like all will be revealed on December 6th. So be sure to check out Genshin Impact's official accounts when the time comes.
Oh my gosh,
I'll
I'm
be
so
there.
curious.
Woohoo!
Well, you guys, that was our last piece of news. No. So it's time for the Luna 3 special program to come to an end. Any last minute thoughts before we sign off?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Yehoda to finally come out. I love my girl so much. She's my baby. I'm so blessed to be able to be in this game and pour my love and soul into the character. You know, I've been playing Genshin since it basically came out, so this is my comfort game, something I spend so much time doing, so I'm just so happy and excited to be able to, you know, finally be here and especially play such an amazing character like Yehoda. Thank you guys so much.
That's so nice. I love that. Yeah, I can't wait for everybody to meet and hang out with Durin. He has been so much fun to play and for me to get to know. We've had a great time recording for you guys, so I think you're going to really love him. And I think I'm really proud of the story quest with the mom's dying wish. I think it's really touching, and I think you guys are going to love it. So have fun, and I'll see you soon.
And I mean, I guess that's the theme, right? I'm so excited after all this time for Alice to have a face and get to interact with you one-on-one instead of, just through a gramophone or a light post. And it's thrilling to be able to be a part of it. As for gameplay, I am really excited about Milliaster Wonderland. I'm a maker. I love making things. I love seeing what people make. I feel like it creates such a cool community to be able to share that between us. So I'm really excited to see what people do.
Aww, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for all three of you with your characters. Yay! And then, selfishly, I'm excited that Venti's reclaiming some of his power, as he should. I'm very excited to see what happens with that, how people enjoy his new kit. And I'm also really excited about Snow Trace.
Well, I shot with that. Niggas, it's gonna be so lame to see niggas downplay the buffs of these kits. I swear it will be. They're gonna be like, oh, well, the meta of now, you want lunar reaction characters. These other characters and these other reactions are useless against X, Y, Z. And it's be like, bro, no, it won't. The fact that niggas are still using these other reactions to get the job done speaks volumes. Shut up.
Because Windtrace is my favorite annual event. Yay. I always come back immediately and play just constant Windtrace every single year. So I'm bad at it, but I love it. So I'm excited.
Same girl.
All right, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, travelers, and we hope you have a blast with all the amazing content version Luna 3 has to offer.
So much.
And with that, all that's left to say is see you in game.
See you in game.
Bye-bye.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you.
This was a good special program. I really do believe this was a really good special program. We got about a couple seconds. I don't think nothing else is going to appear. I think my time is just running out. Yep. Anyway, this is a good special program. This was a really good video. It was a really good update, actually, to the game that's coming. I think this is I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. And I think my -5 would be purely because I wanted to hear an update to the Milliaster Wonderland regarding people's criticisms about the monetization. But realistically, they don't really talk about that when it comes down to most of the game. And that just goes for any gacha game. They don't really talk about, the monetization, about dropping the prices down. They don't really talk about that. So the prices seem like they're going to still be the same. That's fine. You don't really need those skins in order to enjoy the Wonderland. Because that's not the purpose of the Wonderland. Wonderland is not meant to be skin factory. It's meant to be UGC content freedom. Make content, basically. But other than that, this was a good update to know. Good live stream. Good. 9.5 out of 10. Wonderful. Make sure you like, sub, turn on the notification bell. Join my YouTube community Discord if you wish to. And go check out the rest of my content on my channel. Go check out my live streams. Go check out my Yapping Topics videos. Go check out my Yapping Reaction videos. And so on. I will leave a link to this video, to the live stream, in the description below so that you can go watch it for yourself if you want to support Genshin Impact 2 on their YouTube channel. Yep, and that's about it. See you later. Bye. And this is KallaTheYapper signing out.